Hey, wanted to hop on pretty quickly tonight. This session has been extremely choppy. If you can see here on NQ, this is very much inside, so which just represents consolidation. So we're not going anywhere tonight so far, which I'm assuming is because we've got non-farm payroll in the morning. The market's probably waiting on that. Let's look at the daily on NASDAQ. If we, which a lot of times, not saying this will happen, but a lot of times I've noticed on, news will get it an expansion or a big outside move, what the Strat would call an outside candle or mother bar. And, so, ICT, I think, would call that manipulation first. So we could get a move back down, down tomorrow and then back up into this range here. And then if we go up, then I'd be looking at this. I doubt I'm gonna trade that tomorrow. I may try to catch a trade later in the day once everything settles down. But excuse me, so yeah, so you can see we're stuck. As Rob Smith would say, we're stuck. How you gonna get out of here? So this range here was inside on the last 4 hour. This is the current 4 hour. I do have some orders out here for long or short, because obviously I don't know which way it's going to break. And I can set an alert here if it crosses up. So if it crosses up above this level, then I would probably feel comfortable getting back long up into here. But as of now, I mean, the trend is leaning bearish, but again, we're inside of this complete range yesterday. So I mean, you can see literally how much we've moved tonight on NQ, which is what, 10-20 points. That's just you can't hardly trade that unless you want to scalp on the 1 minute or something, which that's just not worth my time. So I do like a little more movement than that for sure. Let's look at the weekly. So we did come down into the area that I laid out on Sunday night. We hit this layer area first, so that was my first target. And then obviously the 50% of this range here. So so I don't know if we get expansion tomorrow down into here. This would be my target lower if we did. Believe there was a gap. See if I can. Believe there was a gap I saw. It may just been on the contract itself. Let me look on the daily. Oh, here it is. So between 16,220 and 1637. So ICT would call that a volume imbalance. Most people just call it a gap, but it is technically a volume imbalance because volume picked up here, volume ended here. So that is technically a volume imbalance. Let me see if I can draw that out on the chart. Hard to get these exact sometimes. Let's put it there and then I'll expand it out. Oh, good grief, it went the wrong way. There we go. So there's your big volume imbalance. Probably not exact, but but you get the picture anyway. I don't know how to add the text in there. There we go. So yeah, so you can see there this volume imbalance, and we can set an alert. I'll set an alert here. Or I'll try to anyway. Let's see. May have to do it just a little bit outside of it. There we go. Add an alert. Crossing down. So that's going to alert me if that crosses down. And I'll know that we're coming back into that range. And then if we drop below it, which I'll probably go ahead and set an alert here as well, then I'll know to look to see if this volume imbalance gets filled or not. So see, that was from that massive run that we started back in December. So this right here, this 2 up red, usually with the strat, will indicate some bearish activity, and it's called a failed 2 or a 2 up red, and so you can draw your broadening formation like that. And you could potentially draw one here, but that's the top of it anyway. Let me see if I can draw out, catch the bottom of it. If anybody knows Alex or follows Alex's options, he's extremely good at these. There we go. Okay, so there's your broadening formation on the daily. So you can see we bounced off of it here, came all the way up here, and the sellers just took over. The buyers got out, and so they dropped them. We've gotten a pullback so far this year. So, we could obviously rotate back up. But like I said, I mean the sentiment is coming down, and so if we break this tomorrow, which I'll set an alert there as well. I rely a lot on these alerts. So if we get across back down, then I know we'll go 2 down. And I'd be looking here at the base of this as the target. So 16, 391, 394, something in that area. I'd be taking profit. So so like I said, I've got orders out there right now on the 4 hour. And we're just stuck at the moment. So obviously if my order gets filled, then I would probably take just scalp a few points. That was at like 10 points right there. Certainly not bad on NQ. That's a couple $100, and just on one contract. So not bad for a day's work, right? But yeah, so ultimately I am looking for that volume imbalance to get filled, but who knows how long it's going to take, or even if it will. I mean, I would hope that it would get filled, because then I would feel confident about going back long at that point. Let's see, that's also the 4 hour. I don't know how my charts got all wacky there. Okay, that's better. Let me hide some of the ICT stuff. I do like those. I do like those boxes for the sessions. Yeah, this one right here. I think it's, yeah, ICT kill zones and pivots is the name of it. And a guy I've learned a lot from, Raven, who just started his YouTube channel. He turned me onto that as well. So I love it. It just seems like you can get some expansion off of London, down, into New York. And, so I like, I sometimes will set the alerts here if we're breaking one of the pivots, the higher low for one of the previous sessions. Yeah, we are pulling back here some. I I I may just go ahead and let me just go ahead and take a short. I'll just put my stop up here. Um, I don't know if the stop went in or not. Oh, this has been doing this. This is really weird about TradingView. It's been. I'm just gonna have to drag that one. We noticed that we talked about that today in a Discord I'm in, and in Adex's Discord. And I do have a link to his website in my description as well. One of the best Discords I've ever been in. I have learned a ton from that guy. And they all trade the Strat, and some of them trade some ICT as well. So, um, it seems like a lot of the Strat and ICT go go hand in hand sometimes. But I'm I'm much partial to the Strat over ICT. Um, it's just that's ever since I learned the Strat has just been incredible, and it really transformed my trading. It just made sense, and it really helped define price action for me. Because I don't really care for indicators. I never got into RSI and MACD and all those things that other people use. Um, so it just when I found the Strat, it just seemed like it clicked and it just made sense. Um, and I've studied it for about a year and a half. Um, paper traded it for a long time. And then kind of went from there. So yeah, so this is, a big part of my strategy. Finding the mother bar range we're in. And so yeah, so this did go 2 down on the 4 hour. Whether it stays 2 down or not, it is yet to be determined, because they could start buying it back up and turn it into a hammer and come all the way up here. So I'm willing to take a little stab at it. I want to move my stop a little closer though. I'm gonna put it about 50% of this candle here. So if we do continue lower, I'll probably take profit here at this candle. Um, and that'd give me 5 points right there. And then if not, I may, depending on the speed of it, I may not be able to take it right away, but may take it here. So again, I don't, no one knows what's going to happen. Put another alert there. Because it's just a 4 hour. So let's see where that daily is. Yeah, it's way down here. So, um, I think I went over this in a previous video, but let's see, if you go, this is just something I kind of came up with. I don't know that anybody does it, but it's just something I was playing around with one day, and I was like, oh, okay, then, that makes sense to me that we might could go 2 down if it crosses 50% of the wick. So set an alert right there. Thank goodness for TradingView and all their alerts. So yeah, so if it crosses down in there, I would feel confident we may get a pullback all the way down into here, but um sometimes NQ can move extremely fast. And so yeah, so you just don't, just don't know. But this is liquidity right here on the 1 hour. At least that's my understanding of liquidity. Obviously, there were a lot of orders in here. You know, they went short, they went long. Um, so today, we bounced off this level here and went up. So, was this today? Yeah. Um, see. That's pretty much it. Just kind of giving an update on what's happening tonight in Globex, which is not a ton again because I think the market's just waiting for non-farm payroll in the morning. Obviously, so yeah, so I'm gonna look back at the 4 hour. We did go 2 down. Yeah, we went 2 down on the 4 hour. So, if we reversed, I'd look for them to come back up into this area and take this liquidity here. But okay, well, I guess I got filled on an extra order I had sitting out there. I didn't quite mean to do that. Let me buy that back. I don't really want to be in too minis right now and chop. So yeah, see, we're about to hit it right there. About to hit that first target. There it is. So we'll see if we continue down and we'll hit this target here. Let's see if we hit it. I don't know. We may not get enough selling pressure here. We've still got 15 minutes left in the current 30-minute candle. Or yeah, we're getting ready to open on a new 15-minute right now. Even though I took some profit, I'd like to at least get a couple more points out of it. Asia tends to be choppy. I mean, most people know that. That's why they don't trade it. I really, I mean, I will trade Asia if I think there's going to be a move, but most of the time I do wait for the 1 a.m. Central Time candle. And that usually provides some movement. Okay, so new 15 are opening. They may pop it up here for a couple of points. Let's see what they do with it. I'd ultimately really love for them to come hit this. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take my mini off. I just don't really want to be exposing risk in something that's not moving, to be honest with you. I did fairly decent today, so I don't want to expose that risk. All right, guys. Well, I gave you some levels. So sometimes waiting on a 4 hour candle is definitely takes some patience. Like I said, if they start coming back up into here, I'm glad I took that mini off. Yeah, I'm not gonna put any filler orders out there. That's only 5 points right there. I wouldn't want to I wouldn't want to risk that filling while I'm not paying attention or asleep or something. So they did retrace it there on that 15-minute, which is what I thought they may do. But let's just see if this is a minor retrace and then they start coming down down into here. But like I said, I really wasn't I just wasn't comfortable on that. Taking a stab with the mini for sure. If we get some movement in London, I may take a little more risk at that time on that candle if I'm up. Um, I've been kind of tired today, so I doubt I'm gonna be up for that candle. Yes, it was just a minor retrace, I think, and then if they break this, then I'd look for them to come down into this area here, which that would provide a nice profit, 10 points right there. So that's a nice little profit right there on, especially on a mini. Well, even on a micro, that's $20. So all right, well, I'm not gonna sit here and watch paint dry tonight. So if you get a little more um downside, I'd look for him to take this area here, this 35. No, I'm sorry, 44. So that's just like 4 points. If they do come all the way down into here, I'd say that's worth your risk. That's 10, 12 from where we're 13 from where we are. Um, so you'll have a new hour candle open in here in about 10 minutes. It's the beauty of futures, I think. I mean, I like that it opens at the top of the hour. Um, every hour on the hour, so you're gonna get a new candle. But this is your range tonight right here. So till you get out of here, you're going nowhere. Oh, all right, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. Hope everyone has a good night. Um, try to avoid the chop if you can. Maybe wait for London to open. So, all right, have a good night.